Hi everyone, and welcome to the next introduction for Dapim Tet Zayin, Yud Zayin, Yud Chet, and Yud Tet. So at the end of last week, we started the second chapter of Masechet Taanit. It's called Seder Ta'aniyot. The chapter will begin with speaking about the most severe fasting, the last 7 fasting of the whole rain season. And interestingly, it will remind you, maybe it reminded me of COVID, because we're talking about stepping out of shul, taking the bima outside of shul into the street, and this is where we're davening. We're trying to show people that this is very, very severe. We have to open our hearts. We have to ask for tshuva. So we change the whole setting of davening. What we also do is we take ashes and we put it on our heads to show the mourning, to show the serious situation in which we're davening. We're also changing the davening itself. Instead of 18 brachot of the Amida, we will add 6 more zichronot, malchuyot, v'shofarot. Everything changes, and the Gemara will discuss who is the person who's worthy of being chazan in such an important tefillah, in such an important davening. We need someone who actually is part of the public. We don't need the biggest rabbi. We don't need the person who has the best voice, but we need someone who is actually going through hard times during this drought. We need someone who might not be able to buy dinner for his kids, because we know that his davening will be very, very honest and with tza'al. So we'll see this. We're going to go back to speaking about the Kohanim, Anshe HaMishmar, the Kohanim who are working in Beit HaMikdash in this specific week. Should they fast? Should they not? Like we saw in the past. But we will also talk about generally. How is a Kohen supposed to be working in Beit HaMikdash? Of course, not to be drinking and to have a proper attire when you're working in Beit HaMikdash. Remember, we spoke about Masechet Ta'anit, these special days in which good things happen to Am Yisrael, and this is why we're not fasting, even though we're not doing it today. And you'll see at the end of the week a very interesting story of a hard time that Am Yisrael went through at the time of the Romans, and how they managed to cancel the decree, and they were celebrating that day. So good luck with today's learning and the rest of the week, and I'll see you at the end of it.